Very good afternoon, Hazel. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this final session of this fascinating encounter.
Thank you. The 17th frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Ronnie's turn to break off.
This place is absolutely jumping, Dennis, this afternoon.
And when they were introduced there, you could see that little smile on Ali Carter's face as he shook hands with referee Paul Collier. So he's pretty relaxed. But straight away with the break-off shot, look at the red either side of the black. It's amazing. That happens quite a number of times. But look at the pot success rate, 92, 91%. That's high.
When one player has a 9-7 advantage, normally we say it's the player that's on 7. The first frame is so important. I believe it's the opposite today. I think Ali Carter really must win this first frame. I think Ronnie can afford to lose it. As long as Ronnie wins one of the first 2, he's still very much in this match. But he's lost 4 of the last 5, Ali Carter. It's all about momentum, these matches. I did this match last night, Dennis, and Ronnie, for me, just wasn't there. He wasn't focused. Definitely didn't look himself. Interesting to see what Ronnie O'Sullivan turns up this afternoon.
Well, that red's going close to the pocket. Yeah, to be 8-3 down, something must have gone wrong, as well as Ali Carter playing well, but he finished off in style with breaks of 79 and 105.
Well, he found it in the first round, 6-3 down to Steve Maguire, going into the final session.
He's got a possible red to the right corner, but the black's tied up, the pink's tied up. No value in even thinking about potting that because of the way the black is situated at the moment, surrounded with those 3 reds.
Ronnie O'Sullivan won the last 2 frames last night in roughly 11 minutes. Already, this frame looks like this is going to last well longer than that. The way the colours are tied up, black and pink. You see the average frame time is 14. That's pretty low, considering they played 16 frames.
Yeah. Having to play that with lots of side to stop canning into the reds and pink there. That was why I missed the pot. When you apply that amount of side to the cue ball, it makes the pot so much more difficult. Trying to get behind the green off this safety shot here. Well, that's what he was thinking about, but he's got to be careful of those 2 reds. The left side of the table. Usually you see the shot first time and he's back to playing it. Can he get enough side on this? He can, and it looks pretty good. Terrific shot from Ali Carter there.
Yeah, he's playing a very solid match game as Ali Carter. And you see the red that's in the open near that left middle pocket. There was a possible pot there he had. Screw back for McCullers. He wouldn't have been leaving a lot, but he's not been taking any unforced risks.
Twice across the table to land on the reds behind the black. Shouldn't leave anything. And that's judged to perfection. Might be back in a similar position, if not behind the green, over behind the yellow and blue. A couple of good balls to get the snooker behind. That's pretty good because he's blocked off the escape route down the right side of the table. Well, can he play a similar shot to the one Ali played? Yeah. Won't be behind the green, but it was a pretty good escape there. Just running awkward, the balls in this opening frame of this final session. First to 13 goes through to the quarterfinal.
First pot. This session is worth waiting for.
One.
It was a beauty from Ali Carter. But yeah, it's kind of like the calm before the storm at the moment. This frame. Always nice to get your first long pot in early in a session.
Once again, blocked off the path down the right side of the table. While this little safety exchange is going on, congratulations to Shea Moore. He's just won the Northern Ireland Under-21 Championship just over an hour or so ago. I was chatting to Mark Allen about him. He said he's one to watch out for. So Shea Moore is the Northern Ireland Under-21 champion, and Mark says he's a terrific player.
First mistake that looks like it could cost a few points. It's come from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Didn't quite catch that red thin enough. Fractions away. So it should cost Ronnie O'Sullivan about 20 or 30 points before Ali Carter has to do anything too difficult.
One.
Just let the cue ball drift about 3 or 4 inches too far. The red that's on the cushion nearest the right hand corner pocket. It's the one that's annoying him for this positional shot.
There you can see Ali Carter surprisingly way ahead in the safety success department at 85%. And that last safety shot is the reason he's at the table at the moment, because Ronnie is one of the best safety and tactical players in the game.
Eight.
Yeah, there was a time last night, I think it was round about, must have been round about the time Ali was 8-3 ahead. Ronnie's pot success was something like 78%, which is pretty much unheard of. He got it back. It's back up to about 91% now from those last winning the last 5 frames. As I say, the last 2 frames he won in a blur. You see, pot success. Even.
14.
There has been times this season where Sullivan's pot success has been up at 97, 98%. After this pink, I will stun for the red that's, well, it's closest to the pink. The red to the same pocket, and that will clear a red that's above the black to the left corner pocket. So when he takes these reds one by one, it's clearing another one. So slowly developing into a chance to possibly win the frame at this visit. Early days.
21.
He's coming around to look at the red. It's above the black. Just the only problem is, well, obviously you don't want to overrun it and snooker yourself, but you could overcompensate and leave the cue ball short here.
Key shot coming up here. If this works out, and play this with plenty of power to open things up and make sure he gets out onto a colour. Well, he just gently nudged it, but it's finished a bit awkward. Just tried to leave himself on the pink and develop the one red, but it's finished awkward. Just over 4 hours for this match so far. He's having to bridge over the red here, and if he just runs through, he might snooker himself on the red he's bridging over. Just enough angle. Choice of reds now.
I don't think the 2 reds that are just beside the black, I don't think either of them pot to either corner pocket. So there's 2 more easy reds.
That
was interesting. He could have played for the pink, but it was a very, you had to really strike it really well to hold for the pink. So he decided the percentage shot, make sure the pot, and go up for a bulk colour.
He just landed straight on the green, so he can't get up to that red that's available to the right corner. He's just looking one more time at the green to see if he could run through with a bit of side, but it looks almost dead straight. That's why he's taking the yellow. Just got to be careful that the pink doesn't get in his way when he comes up the table. Well, in the end,
Ali Carter,
thinking
36.
more about what he was doing with the cue ball, and missed a fairly easy yellow. And he looked in control there, did Ali Carter. Just stretched across the table there and just composing himself there. Yeah, that hurt.
One.
It's okay. He's got the yellow if he doesn't fancy the pink. He's looked at both yellow and pink is the choice.
Well, that was a magnificent shot. It really was. Talk about playing aggressive shots.
7.
Yeah, that was a tough pink if you had rolled it in, but to develop the black and power it in at that pace, 10 out of 10 for that one.
Eight.
You have to play off side cushion, bulk cushion for the red to that far left corner. Come round the back of the red. And he's played the direct follow through. Can't quite see if you get a natural angle to do that.
14.
He's just looking to see the angle he can leave on the green to get up to those two reds that are near the black spot. If it's dead straight, he'll have to change his plan, and he has left it dead straight, so now he's got a deep screw shot to play on the yellow. Now this will take some shots. The green's dead straight. He's had another look at it. This would be a fabulous positional shot if he can pull it off. Look at the white, the action he got on that. And how's the kiss on the red? Very nice, thank you.
$17.
Yeah, just looking at the angle he wants in the black. To be able to put the black and play the cannon into the three reds. And that looks
18.
absolutely perfect. Just the middle one of those three reds, or maybe even in the gap of the first two.
Yeah, he's just looking to see if he can reach it with his left hand. He just told the referee to leave the rest there. He's stretching again. He was a bit uncomfortable the last time he stretched over there. He doesn't want to double kiss this red. I think he's just about okay. He's developed all three of them. And I think this one cuts in, as we show you.
25.
He cannoned the red that Stephen suggested there.
I don't think that was as played, but he'll certainly take it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he was just making sure and cutting the red, and I think he had thoughts of maybe I'll finish on the green here, but to get the cannon half ball in the pink, it's worked out a treat. Still one difficult red left side of the table.
Just play cushion first, a little cannon on the red.
Tell you what, I thought he'd missed that. Didn't think that was going to drop. Watch this. Looked as if it was missing there.
33.
I have to say, some of the balls that have gone in this past week, incredible. And got the perfect angle on the red, and when he came to the table, Ronnie O'Sullivan, well, Ali Carter shakes his head. He wouldn't have thought it would have cost him the frame, missing that yellow. It looks like he's gone it. This simple yellow on the rest, I say what he left was not a frame and an opportunity.
This is the sort of thing that he's so good at. You look at a table and you think there's quite a few balls safe.
40.
Sometimes he enjoys making this type of break because he had to work so hard.
41.
There was so many of them were in safe positions.
Yeah, already, I think the body language is far superior to the session last night. It's almost, Dennis, as if he seems to want to be at the point of no
48.
return before he starts focusing.
Well, he did it against Stephen
49.
Maguire from 6-3 down, but this is some clearance here. This didn't look on at all.
52.
Green and brown needed.
54.
And
57.
the easiest of browns to clinch the frame.
61.
Well, I'll tell you what, the way the balls were situated, Ali Carter thought there's no way that Ronnie was going to clear up. Doesn't matter about the pink. That was a magnificent break of 66 from nowhere. And Ali coming to the table, but boy, what a frame for Ronnie to take. Well, I'm surprised that he's playing on, because I just automatically thought he was going to concede. 29 behind, 13 on the table.
I just caught Ali in his chair when Ronnie was still at the table, and I think someone was obviously a Ronnie O'Sullivan fan and said something. Ali didn't like it, so I don't know whether this is his way of getting back at the Ronnie O'Sullivan supporters.
Frank conceded.
Well, he does concede, so Ronnie O'Sullivan with that magnificent break, when it didn't look as if it was on, has closed the gap to just one behind now at 9-8.
Mind me, please, there's another game on. The 18th frame. Ali Carter to break.
Yeah, that's, as I said before the match started, I thought that was a massive frame for Ali Carter, the first frame this afternoon. And just watching that yellow back when Ronnie screwed all the way up the table, I mean, on another day, you miss the cannon, land on nothing. Could be a sign, Dennis, it could be his day.
No easy path back down the table that time, so just a containing safety. Always a chance those can go in, but you can tell where he's left the cue ball. He was just playing two shots in one.
I think he's thinking of possibly playing the green of two cushions into the bunch. He's changed his mind. Screwing the cue ball back and opening some reds up. That'd be the aggressive safety. In the end, it's a bit of a nothing shot, really.
Ronnie O'Sullivan won.
Yeah, he could have played that better. He was reluctant to roll up behind the colour because he knew that Ali would just come off the left side cushion and land in the bunch. But there is an escape route down the right side of the table as long as he doesn't collide with the two reds. He's played some superb safety in this match, Ali Carter. So much so that Ronnie had no escape route again. He had to play a similar type shot to the one he did previously. And is Ali going to try and send that red back up and get the frame back to normal? Yep. As long as he doesn't get the double kiss, it'll be okay. That's handed the advantage in the safety exchange to Ronnie, you would feel. Thought he might have played that with a bit more pace to send the red back up the table. He's just looking to put the cue ball in an awkward spot as he can find. Yeah, that's what Ali Court is looking at, and there's nothing very inviting there, and no easy escape route, because there's reds either side of the table that he could collide with. And in the end, he might have to take this pot on, because I think the black might go. It was just a sort of shot, and he tried to pot his way out of trouble there. But Ronnie can't just glance off the reds because of the one that's near the middle pocket now.
Left attempter to the left middle.
Just glancing there at Ronnie where he stood. He's not being tempted. And the red's going to be close. And now that it's gone over the pocket, that makes it doubly difficult now. Did remarkably well there, because he couldn't see that much of the cue ball to create the backspin.
And this is what happens when you have the safety play from this end of the table. Look at the reds. First mistake. The chance is going to be a good one. It shows you the respect both players are given the middle pockets. None of them being tempted by that red to the left middle. He's in trouble here.
Yeah, can't get any backspin from that position. Cue ball almost tight on the cushion. And he can't just roll to a red there, because they're all in potable positions. Sometimes you've got 2 or 3 reds together, you can just roll up to one of them.
It's funny, Ali had a chance at this red to the left middle that I've been talking about before. The shot before was at the table and easier. It's still a difficult pot, but it's easier than the one he's going to have to take on now, because I can't see a safety shot. Dig down. I can't see any way that he's going to get the cue ball back to this cushion.
Yeah, from that position, if he raised the butt of the cue, the white's going to bounce before it gets to the red, and it'll take all the backspin off it. That was about all he could do, and he had to get that right.
Touching ball.
But it's touching ball, so he'll be back tight on the cushion again. And that last shot he played may not be available to him.
Yeah, I think he's just delaying the inevitable.
Ronnie's just working out where to put the white tight on the cushion and find the most awkward spot. I think anywhere on the cushion around where he's got the cue, as long as he doesn't leave a path through for the one that's over the right corner pocket. And you know, he might have left the gap for that one. That is careless, because anywhere behind the black or left of the black, maybe he can't get through to the potting angle of the one. Oh, he can't. I don't think. I don't know. The other red might be in the way. To play the one over the right corner pocket off two cushions and just land tight on it, but I don't think the angle's there for him to do that. You see, the shot that he possibly could play would be that one there, and if he landed tight in behind that red, he wouldn't leave the one near the middle. He's looked at the possibility of doing that, and now he's looked at the possibility of cutting this one into the middle. This is some shot he's taking on here. What a shot!
One.
Just look where the cue ball was. If he misses the pot, he's leaving the lot on.
Yeah, brilliant pot, and he's on the brown. Needs good cueing. There's pressure on it. So as I said, the first chance was going to be a very good one, and it is. Look at the way the reds are.
5.
All the colours in the open, apart from the pink, but that's not an issue. Just got to keep concentrating and keep potting balls.
6. $11. 12.
This is practically a practice routine, the way the reds are. I think he got a little bit of a big bounce off the side cushion there.
19.
He's okay, he's still on Reds. The reds are so well spread that you think you're bound to be on one. But played for the red that was closest to the black.
$20. $25.
Again, you can see his body language, his facial expressions. He's not happy. He's not on the red that he played for. He's just finished in between, getting on the blue or the black. It's well played.
26.
It wasn't too difficult a shot, but still controlled it well. He's back in perfect position.
Yeah, Ali Carter didn't win the tactical battle this time. It was a brilliant pot that got him in.
33.
He's just having the white cleaned, and well, Ronnie played a shot and he took a while to see where he wanted to put the cue ball. Where I've put the white, I'm sure he was trying to get it there. That would cover everything, and then he played the shot, and I think he just hit it a little bit too hard, and
got a big bounce, Dennis.
Yeah, and that left a very difficult cut. But it was a
34.
terrific shot that got Ali Carter in here.
Yeah, you could almost visibly see the cue ball coming off the cushion faster than it went on.
$41. $42.
And Ali Carter here calling on all his vast experience at the Crucible. He could well have been a world champion. He lost in 2 finals to Ronnie O'Sullivan, 2008 and 2012. He'd dearly
48.
love to get a little bit of revenge for those 2 finals he lost in. And this coming at just the right time for Ali Carter and all his supporters.
53.
Yeah, it was obviously a very good chance the
54.
way the reds were situated, but there's a lot of pressure out there. You've still got to pot them. You've still got to concentrate on your position, strike the cue ball properly, and he's done that.
$59.
Red and the colour will leave Ronnie O'Sullivan in a snooker. And
60.
Carter want to carry on and get rid of at least another 2 of these reds. You don't want any sweats. You don't want to have 10-15 minutes of having to get out of snookers. Make sure you win the frame here and now.
So just the colour needed to leave Ronnie needing a snooker.
$63.
He's the sort of player, Ali Carter, if he gets a little bit fired up, he plays better. Well, that's the case with a lot of players. Well, he has missed that red that
Ali
would have
Carter,
kept
63.
Ronnie in his seat. Just the one snooker needed, though.
Carter just gave a grimace when Ronnie put that long red. He knows this frame is a long way from being over.
8. 9.
It's not a gimme this down the cushion.
16.
Playing it left-handed. Mm.
17.
Those look so easy when he switches hands, but that was far from easy. So he can't get too close to the red because he's almost straight on the black, but when he pots the black, he only needs that one snooker.
$24. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 24.
Well, it is a snooker. Ronnie just having a look as well, but he can swerve around the yellow here. He had to take all blacks there, Ronnie, otherwise he wouldn't have been able to have won with just the one snooker. He almost overdone it. His heart would have been in his mouth there. And look where he's finished. Ali Carter would dearly love to see this red disappearing into the corner pocket because only one snooker needed. He wants this away.
Yeah, excellent pot on the red, and he'll feel a whole lot better now. He's got his first frame on the board this afternoon.
5.
Brilliant pot in the middle, has to be said, to start that break of 61.
7.
He's forced into it. This gives you a tremendous confidence boost when you make a pot when you're under so much pressure. Here we see tight under the cushion, fabulous pot.
14. 19.
Well, the pink's not in, but
Ali Carter, 19.
very important for Ali Carter to win a frame quickly in this afternoon session. He's done it, and he retains his 2-frame advantage. He leads Ronnie O'Sullivan 10-8.
As possible, please.
Frame 19. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
So Ronnie gets the frame underway. And Ali Carter needing 3 frames for a place in the quarter-final. Ronnie O'Sullivan needing 5. Once again from the break off, the black tied up. Wow, that was a wide. He's got a safety shot and he's freed the black. Well, I thought he'd freed the black. It's awkward again.
Ronnie seemed to find that amusing somehow. Definitely a little edge to this match, Dennis. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I didn't see any of the other session, but I know they were tapping the table in the first session if one played a good shot. But yeah, it looks a little edgy.
Oh, I don't doubt for a second they respect each other on the table, but I feel it. There's definitely an edge. Oh, phenomenal tune. Absolutely phenomenal tune.
1.
You won't see a better shot than that. He's almost 8 foot away from the object ball, and to strike it, and the white to stop, and then all of a sudden picks up pace. Brilliant shot. Don't try that on your club table. Be needing a new cloth.
3.
I think he's relishing this match, Ali Carter. You know, you can just tell the way he's prowling around the table.
He's up for it, no doubt about it. But I also think Ronnie O'Sullivan's a different animal today than he
4.
was yesterday.
Ten. Eleven.
He's going to have to concentrate on the blue for a few shots because the pink and the black are now out of the game at present. There's a couple of loose reds, but he looked at the possibility of breaking the 5 reds out as well, which is what he's done. And there was always the possibility of freeing the pink or black, but he hasn't. But don't worry about that. He's got, what has he got? 5
16.
reds that he can take with blues. Played that well. I'm saying that. Surely that red passes into the right corner. It's a bit tight. He'll have another look. If he was directly behind it, he'd be okay. He's going to take the one that's near the cushion. That's okay.
17.
Well, then you get your breath. Look where that
21.
white has stopped. To screw back all that distance and finish touching the red was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Have a look at this. Beautiful cueing there and lots of action. Anywhere there, and he was on a choice of reds. Amazing.
Ali Carter, 21.
Without the kiss on the green, it would have been pretty safe. Well, he has a red, and looked like he might have a gap, but maybe he was catching the red that was near the cushion. He refused the pot there because of that reason. Well, Ronnie's certainly looking at the pot, but he's just checked to see if he can swing it past the pink, black and 4 reds. This will need excellent cueing. If he's to pull this off. No, nowhere near the pot. Where's that cue ball? It's perfectly safe. That's where it is.
Yeah, played that long shot with, you always play that with help inside, which would be right hand side, but if you don't time it properly, it pushes the cue ball the other way and you end up missing it thick.
Yeah, the way the white's finished, I don't think he can hit these reds up this end. He's in behind. Look, don't see that very often. Snooker behind the angle of the middle pocket there on those reds. Hasn't covered the red. He was hoping to hit that slightly harder and the blue would have blocked the path through, but he missed that last attempt by a long way. Can he get a bit closer to this, because it's difficult with his bridge hand there, as you can see. Yeah, he just can't get comfortable.
Well, he's not even looked at the red that's closest to the cue ball. That also goes to this right corner. Possibly easier cueing. That's still an excellent long pot.
One.
Very uncomfortable with the bridge hand there. Well, we've seen a clearance in the opening frame from Ronnie O'Sullivan where it didn't look possible. This is even worse, the way the balls are sitting here.
5.
The blues out of commission at the moment as well.
Yeah.
6.
Definitely a frame-winning chance, isn't it, Dennis?
You wouldn't put anything past this player.
Well, if he finishes high, nice and high in this red, that's the top of this bunch. Well, he's going to be opening these
8.
5 balls, 3 reds and pink and black here. Didn't quite bring them into the open.
9.
This is almost when Ronnie O'Sullivan's at his best. Breaks like this, and straightforward breaks around pink and black, more orthodox, is pretty much meat and drink to him. And these are the ones that just seems to love working out a way of picking off the reds. No one in the game comes close in this sort of situation. What a shot.
11.
All of a sudden, he's got them in not a bad position. Well, that's amazing.
12.
Because when he came to the table, it just didn't look as if there was 16 on.
$18. 19.
Well, I wouldn't put past Ronnie if he's got the angle to try and cannon the black out. Obviously bound to be on one of the 2 reds either side of the black. And we just decided to drop on a red. These have been going in quite comfortably
25.
during this championship, even at pace. And that one decided not to.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 25.
Yeah, the way he was going, we didn't see that missing, but it caught the cushion before the pocket. This time it didn't drop. And when you've got the red right over the pocket, it's not straightforward to control the cue ball. And that's developed a couple of reds the right side of the table, but he sacrificed
1.
the position with the green sitting as it is. He thought, if I can bring these reds into play, I'm bound to be on the green. And that's what he played. And he brought them into play, but unlucky to see the cue ball finish where it did.
Ali Carter, 1.
I think Ronnie can get through to the red, closest to the right corner. Ended up potting at hitting the red on the wrong side.
One.
That was a better pot than it looked. Played confidently.
3.
Decent chance this. One good positional shot here. It's well
4.
played. Yeah, good chance to go 3 frames in front. Just checking to see if on the right hand side one of those 2 reds passes the other one to the left corner. Looks like it does. Doesn't want to overthink this. It's quite straightforward. The angle he's got in the pink, if that red does pass the other one, that's the one to play for. It's just
10.
a little bit awkward. He needs to be able to be nicely on the pink or black to be able to come down to the table for these 2 reds. Perfect on the pink there. Maybe he can just drop on the black. Just a
11.
touch of left hand side off the cushion. Just to check the cue ball down in this direction. Well, you'll be furious, but I don't understand why I didn't play for this red from the
18.
pink. I really don't. He was perfect on the pink before.
It's just 15 in front, and this is very awkward cueing this. Oh, very good from that position.
19.
Okay, he hasn't dropped nicely on the colour, but that was much more difficult than it looked. He's looked at the green to get up to the last red. If he doesn't like it, he can roll in behind the blue or yellow.
Green ball.
Just a little bit more insurance.
Ali
Trying to
Carter,
put the
90.
green safe, but yeah, I might have been tempted there to roll in behind the yellow or the blue. He could have got a few more penalty points. Can he send this red twice across the table and get the snooker behind the brown? If he leaves the white where the red is and sends the red twice across the table, every chance of the snooker. But you got to be, he's just looking at that now. You have to be very precise with the screw shot you play. If he does try that, must leave the white where the red is. And he's played it well. Now, where's the white going to finish? He's going to stick the red up a field. Well, he needs to really could do with getting on the black off this red. 16 the difference. Red 17, black 24. He would only need the yellow, wouldn't need the difficult green.
1.
So it's the black and down for the yellow. So just a wee touch of pressure on this one.
Kind of made sure of the black, didn't he? He's got more than enough cue power to have got the cue ball closer to the yellow than this, but he's still got a fancy on potting it. Yeah, there was pressure in the fact it was frame ball, but the fact that the green, brown and blue are all awkward took a little bit off it.
Ali Carter 10.
Just a little bit of noise from the other side at the mid-session interval there. Just the one snooker needed. Blue's not in the best of positions to get in behind. You want something near a cushion, but not as close to the cushion as the blue is. As well as looking for the snooker, he's got to make sure he keeps the green safe. That's certainly not what he played. He was trying to get in behind the black there, and he smiles away. Oh. But they've had a laugh about it afterwards there. Oh. No,
All right,
that's,
fellas, just play on, yeah?
that's unusual. Right. This has got a little bit, it looked like it was a bit funny there, but the referee got involved. It's far from funny.
Told you there was an edge to this match.
He's not a happy person at the moment, so I know there's not a lot of room around, but I've never ever seen that before in 40 years at the Crucible Theatre. In fact 41 years now. He's staying up this side of the table this time. Well, he's in a snooker, and it's not a straightforward escape. I don't know if he can get round the back of the blue. But there's 29 the difference, so it's 2 snookers needed. So that was quite a useful fluke on the green. But if he doesn't escape from the snooker, we're back to square one again before the fluke. It'd be 1 snooker needed, but middle pocket slightly in the way. He'll have to play this with a trace of right-hand side to make the angle. I think he's okay. He can just miss the middle pocket and get the brown. You've got the perfect picture there. He's missed it, believe it or not.
Ali Carter 3, Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
Back to just 1 snooker needed, and this is a good chance to get in behind the black here. That's too hard, is it? Just a fraction too hard. It was a great chance. Wow, what a pot that was to secure this frame. So as Ronnie leaves the auditorium, it's Ali Carter who takes the frame and opens up a 3-frame advantage. He's just 2 away from a place in the quarterfinal.
Very important announcement. We have a lady in the auditorium by the name of Catherine Sturman. Catherine Sturman. We need you to go to the nearest exit and make yourself known to a World Snooker official, please. Catherine Sturman. Thank you.
Thank you, frame 20. Ali Carter to break.
Yeah, Ronnie now basically has to win 5-1. The situation he's found himself in. More than capable. But it needs to start scoring. And that's a good start. Generally, in the match when Ronnie's got in first, it's been quick frames. But as we've seen today, a lot of the frames have been quite scrappy. Certainly doesn't suit Ronnie. He can play safety as well as, well, if not better than most, but this is where he prefers to be. Scoring in amongst the black spot.
6. Seven.
Yeah,
14.
That was definitely a nudge there, and I think he was heard to say it to Ali, or I think the words in the arena
15.
were that he said, "You're an angry man." Anyway, let's get on with the snooker. It's been a fabulous match, and
22.
Ali Carter has done remarkably well to have this 11-8 advantage, and if he can't take this frame, he'll only need one, but Ronnie is in the driving seat here. And we've seen what he did in the
23.
last 2 frames of the last session. He won them both in a matter of about 13-14 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I'll move out of here. Okay.
Just plays with a trace of left hand side. Oh, he's missed the black, has he? Wow. Certainly when he first hit the black, it certainly looked high. Here it looks high.
30. 31.
But I feel he really needs to win this frame in one visit here. Let's focus back.
$38.
Yeah,
39.
beautiful shot. It really was. It may have not have looked much on your screen, but the touch was impeccable. Still in perfectly in the blue.
$44. 45.
Cannon here. The 2 reds closest to the black, in between pink and black. The right one of those, Il Cannon. Just got both at the same time, but I think he's okay.
52.
Well, that's opened enough reds up for Ronnie to secure the frame. Just this delicate little one into the left middle pocket.
Yeah.
He's just having... There's an awful lot of chalk marks on the cloth. I've noticed. You can see us where the players are playing with little screw shots, or they leave the marks all over the cloth. Yeah, so this delicate little...
The marks in the cloth, but there's nothing loose there.
Yeah, the marks in the cloth, he was saying. So delicate little one to get on the blue.
$53.
the best. He's going to have to leave himself a bit further away from the next red. He's prowling the table, isn't he, Dennis?
Yeah. As I said, there was 2 frames separating at
58.
the start of this session. Every chance there'll be still 2 frames separating them. Although
59.
he's left the white bounce a bit far off the cushion, so the frame's not safe just yet. Just a couple of pots away. It's not there. It's not there, but he played that in such a way he was going to cover the pocket, but the other one might be available down the left side of the table. So if he can knock this red in, Ronnie knows that there's a counter clearance possible here. But this has to go in, you feel. Doesn't have to take it on. That's what he was thinking about there. He was thinking, maybe I'll play the safety shot, wait for another chance, but he might not get another chance.
Yeah, he's not been taking on risky shots, Ali Carter, so far. And what's happened in the previous frame has taken his mind off the job or not. This is anything but easy, especially aiming down in a cue ball as he is. Brilliant.
1.
Well, to roll that red in was tough. To punch it in the way he did was brilliant. And we are going to be back
8.
to just the 2 frames difference. So honours shared in this mini session.
Oh, what a session we've got coming up, Dennis. I mean, as if there wasn't enough on this match to get to the quarter-final. Some extra spice.
$16. 17. 22. 23.
That little coming together hasn't affected Ronnie because this has been brilliant. And I think they'll need a mid-session interval. I think everybody will need a mid-session interval.
28.
Just to get back to normal here.
29. 36. 37. 44. 46. 49. 53.
Well, what a frame of snooker Ronnie O'Sullivan has produced here. Right under the cosh.
58.
And this is what he comes up with.
$64.
Look at that positional shot. He started with a break of 59. He finished it off with a break of 71. And they go off to the mid-session interval. Still 2 frames the difference, but Ali Carter leads 11-9. Just wondering if Ronnie was after a clean glass there. But
Thank you. The 21st frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
What's going to happen next in this fascinating tussle? He's bringing a red up from the break-off shot. He's got the white on the ball cushion, but a red has come up with it. He's looking at the angle of that red to the middle pocket, but the white would come up into the reds, you would feel. That's far too risky. Won't entertain that, I don't think. Well, maybe. Is he taking it? Can he glance off the red and finish on the black? It's in, and he's a bit unlucky.
1.
He's still on the black, but what an attacking shot that was.
Yeah, played this a nice pace and give himself every opportunity to finish nicely in the black. So you say 2 or 3 cannons, and it's a safety shot now. I feel brave shot to play the black now.
Yellow ball. Ali Carter 1.
Pretty good safety shot. That from Ronnie O'Sullivan. There you see the position Ali Carter finds himself in. Not pretty. In fact, he was okay from that first look from Hawkeye. Looked like he couldn't really play that shot. Could almost get to the pot angle, in fact.
Now then.
Yeah, I'll get out of the way.
What has he spotted? Yeah, it's just to get it out of the way. It's just a clean glass for Ronnie there. Someone was just waiting in the wings. Ali said to the referee, I wonder if that just maybe took the concentration away, but he's been so good at this type of pot.
Just edged ahead in the percentages of pot success. Ali Carter stroked that long red in very nicely, but just lost the cue ball. If it's dead straight, possibly just drop the black and leave the red closest to the black to the left middle. It's pretty straight. These are the sort of shots you must keep dead still. Watch Charlie Carter's head. He played a bit firmer than I thought he would. He's obviously just making sure of the 8 points.
8.
Yeah, you could see the little chalk mark on the cushion there where he pushed the cue through.
Ali Carter 8.
The pink's awkward here. No escape route down the right side of the table. There might be a gap. Ali Carter found a gap, and Ronnie's looking at a similar gap to get back down that side. It's just the one to the left of the pink. If he comes off that, that's the one he's playing. And that certainly opened the reds up. Going to be a fascinating frame, this one, because if Ali Carter goes 12-9 in front, you wouldn't say Ronnie O'Sullivan was out of it, but it would be a big ask.
Put those down, please.
That's someone in the audience. I don't know whether he'd got a bag of sweets out or something. Lots of applause. What a cut in that was. Applause from both sides of the arena.
Green ball. Ali Carter 1.
Thank you, frame 7.
Yeah, that was
One.
Ali Carter's safety play has been impeccable throughout this match. That was a slip up there that has left Ronnie in.
Eight.
He's got to sit and see how many Ronnie can make here.
9.
Yeah, be fearing the worst. He's possibly already resigned himself to losing this frame.
16.
Ali Carter sits there. It's something he did all last night. didn't watch Ronnie when he was at the table.
17. Twenty-four. $25.
It's amazing, that was almost straight, and look at the angle he managed to force. That's down to timing,
32.
cue power, and of course the light cloths.
$33.
Just come up a little bit short there. I wanted to be nicer on the pink than this. No problem, back in prime position again. Pink might have to go up onto the green spot. That's the highest available by the looks of things.
39. $40. $47. $48.
That's a slack shot for someone as good as Ronnie O'Sullivan. Good 2 or 3 inches too far with the cue ball there.
Well, he made that look ridiculously easy. It was awkward cueing.
53.
And the final frame
54.
before the mid-session interval, it made breaks of 59 and 71. Wow, that just shows
Ronnie
you
O'Sullivan, 54.
you cannot
Yes.
lose your concentration. Now, whether that was a little heavy contact, but he just thought it was in.
Yeah, it's just one carelessness. Just took it for granted. You can hardly call this a chance to win the frame at one visit for Ali Carter.
What he's worried about here, if he plays the screw back off the other red, he'll go dangerously close to the middle pocket there, just to the right of the blue. That's if he screws it in. So let's see what happens this white. Oh, he did go close to it.
1.
Well, in the end, it's turned out a pretty good shot. Okay, he's pushed the red towards the right cushion.
Five.
It's amazing how it
6.
can change around the frame. A couple of minutes ago, it looked like we were going to be 11-10 with Ronnie just one frame behind. Man, that missed sitter of a blue left this chance. And if he gets a good angle on the black, when he rolls this red in, he can bring the difficult red off the cushion.
11.
Just making sure there, checking the angle he wants to leave. Has he gone
12.
too far? He's just thinking about it, maybe just a fraction too far. I don't know if he can still get the cannon. He'd rather do that than drop in behind it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was flying along, and then just shows you it doesn't matter who you are if you don't put 100% concentration. He thought the blue was going to go in, and then stopped in his tracks there. He had got the angle to bring the red into play. And still got that difficult yellow, as we show you the
19.
nice cannon that he played there.
Possibly. I think it's a half ball angle in the pink.
20.
Well, it'll have to be brown now. Doesn't have to play the cannon here. As you say, because the green is so close to the yellow, if he gets straight on the yellow, even to this right-hand corner pocket or left-hand corner pocket, either of the black ones, he doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball. Well, he's given himself an option of going for the pot.
24.
Green won't pass the brown to the left corner, so I have to just screw the cue ball back a little bit. He's just looking to see where he wants the cue ball for the green to left middle, but this could be the frame right here. Big shot. It's there.
26.
Well, when he came to the table, I said it didn't really look like a frame and an opportunity, but oh, he's done well to create this. It's going to be a little bit farther away from the brown than he would normally be.
29.
What a big clearance this would be, Dennis.
Wow, this is typical of Ali Carter. What a battler he is. It's going to come up a little bit short.
33.
Not too bad though, it's kept on running. Well, he let a groan out when he hit it, but it's not bad. He's got an angle. I don't know what he was groaning about. This is a good angle. I think when he hit it, he didn't think he was going to have as good a pink here as this. This is going to come back up for the black automatically here. Oh, is it hard enough?
44.
Needs to keep on rolling, and it is. What a steal from Ali Carter as he stays down on the cue there. Ronnie O'Sullivan missed an easy blue in the middle, and Ali Carter, well, a cracking clearance. He now leads by 12 frames to 9. He only needs one more.
The 22nd frame. Ali Carter to break.
Right, we're back with the battle of the Essex men. That was a tough safety. He hit it too thick. He had to find a gap, and he hasn't. What a chance is left for Ali Carter.
Yeah, mistake forced by an excellent break-off from Ali Carter. Okay, he's brought the red up to that end of the table, but excellent cue ball. Oh, if that green goes to the left middle, what a result. Don't think he was possibly expecting a chance so quickly in the next frame after making that fabulous clearance. But that's what he's got. He'll be absolutely buzzing inside, but you're going to try and stay composed. The adrenaline will be well and truly pumping.
That will do very nicely. Having to concentrate on pink and blue at the moment, but the black's not out of commission. It's blocked into one corner pocket, but not the other. I don't think that's what he's looking at now. And even if it is blocked, he can remove that red in a couple of shots' time. He's planning his route, thinking 2 or 3 shots ahead here.
To give me a second here, Ali.
Yeah, Paul Collier says you'll have to give me a second, Ali, because he's got to get the pink into quite an awkward spot here, because it's got to go in amongst those reds in a direct line behind. That's why he's removing one of them, so that he's got a bit of room to respot the pink.
I've just put that red down. Can you show me which one it was?
He said, it's just put the red down. Can you show me which one it was? He said, I think he's got the right one. That was the one that he took away. Yeah, he was concentrating so much on putting the marker, he took the red away, and he's just checking which one it was.
No, this is not what Ali Carter needed.
Yeah, he had to take the red away so that he could get the pink in the right position, and he just momentarily lost a little bit of concentration and forgot which red he took away.
Yeah, I'm sure
in fact, they're asking us in the commentary box, so we can show you.
I'm sure it's that one, sir.
Yeah, that's the way they were sitting, so it is the correct one.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
That's a break in concentration that Ali Carter could have done without.
I think it's going to go.
This is a chance to win the match.
Okay. 15. $16.
I think he's just gone far enough. Had he have been straight on the blue, it would have been end of break, but he's got enough angle. Yeah, you can see he's the correct side of that blue line to get back to the reds. And if the black doesn't pot in the right corner, well, that could have been better. The red next to the black goes,
21.
but the black isn't available from that position, so that was a bit of a slip up there. He needs another one good positional shot now.
Yeah, I think he'll play for the red closest to the right corner now of the brown. Okay, it might also be in the red to the left of the black, to the left corner, so an area here, a choice of two reds. Let's just send the cue ball just past the middle pocket. It looks like maybe playing the two cushions. Needs that cue ball to stop, needs that cue ball to slow down. He's okay.
26.
Just remains to be seen what kind of angle he's got in this red.
Sure.
Yeah, he's somehow got to force it to get up for the blue. If not, he could play it with topspin and come back across the table and leave the black for the same pocket that he's taking the red. That might be an option rather than trying to get up for the blue. And that's what he's playing. Topspin back through that gap. And here it comes. It's played it well.
27.
If you ever want to see a focus of concentration, you just look at Ali Carter just now, because it's intense how hard he's trying here. He knows this is the chance.
34.
4 times Ronnie O'Sullivan has beaten Ali Carter here at the Crucible, twice in a final. He hasn't won a meeting. 13 times he's lost to the Rocket.
$35.
One more red available, and then he needs an angle to get into that bunch.
He just wants to
42.
finish in a straight line, a level with the black, to be able to play that cannon that Dennis was saying. Perfect.
43.
This is the shot. If it comes off, it could put Ali Carter into the quarter-final.
And he wants to screw into the bunch, because if he just stuns and brushes past the right-hand side of the reds, he could go enough in the right middle, or he could lose the cue ball up the table.
Well, that's exactly what you said, Stephen. And now he's faced with a long pot that would still get him onto the black.
50.
Yeah, but this red, the normal shot, stun off the left-hand side cushion for the black. If he misses it, he's leaving the red to the right middle. Do you take this on? It's match ball, virtually, if he gets on the black. Here we go.
$51.
He put everything into that pot, and let the cue ball slip out of position.
Yeah, he was thinking about that red. So left the bunch to the right middle there.
Black safe, and what an advantage. As long as he doesn't go in off to the middle pocket, he's looking to push the black onto the side cushion. He's having to just play it slightly rather than just rolling it to avoid the in off. He hasn't hit it hard enough though, but it's not bad. It's away from its own
51.
spot. Well, that's certainly opened the reds up. Is this going to drop in behind the yellow? Just too hard.
Well, he's got a 51-point lead, but the way the reds are, he still cannot afford a mistake. Heavy contact there.
That's the one time probably the heavy contact helped Ali Carter there. But you could clearly hear the kick as the two balls collided. Now, he knows one mistake and this year's Betfred World Championships all over for him. Now, where are they going to finish up here?
Sullivan could have left something easier than this. A little bit of desperation. Didn't really have much else on, but could easily have left a red.
I think he's having a go at this and screwing back for the pink. Up past the black into the corner. Whoa, close. That would have been a match winner had that have gone in. But the way he played it, it was like a shot to nothing.
Yeah, brilliant cue ball, wasn't it? And got close enough to the pot so the red wasn't coming back up the table. Wow. My goodness. As I said before, as we see this again, what a pot. Look at the way the reds are. He's gone favourite for this frame, Ronnie Sullivan, 50 behind.
Seven.
Ali was close with his long pot. Ronnie's was superb. But still can't afford one error. And wow, we've seen everything now.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 8.
Absolutely amazing. He missed a blue in the previous frame and he miscues on another blue.
Yeah, to really get into the cue ball there. The position shot before was poor. You feel he doesn't want to take this red on, but I think he has to. Possibly play it, drop it in, play for the blue. Might be the only ball he can leave is the one he's going for. I think the red goes past the blue, the one that's close to it. It's match ball, Ali. I think you have to take it on. He's going to refuse it.
He might be thinking about cutting this one in past the blue. He feels that he could maybe get it safe if he misses it one. He didn't want to risk the other with a rest. But look at the cue ball.
Yeah, great shot. Great shot.
I don't blame him for that. If you're not comfortable using the rest, you know, why risk it and open the door slightly? This is going to be close. What a shot he's pulled off here.
Thank you.
You can just about see the red, the right side of the table, as you can clearly see there.
Again, if he takes this red on, if he stuns the cue ball where the red is, I don't think he's leaving much except the red he's playing.
What a shot!
It's the second one of those he's done today.
What cueing that was. Amazing. Lots of noise from the other side of the arena as play finishes. Is he going to risk trying to land on the colour dead weight?
Ramble. Ali Carter 1.
No, he wasn't going to try anything too fancy there. Get too close to the brown, just make sure of the snooker.
Well, Ali Carter just needs one red at the moment to leave Ronnie needing a snooker, and it's Ronnie who's in a snooker. Just dead weight. It looks a bit pacey, this. He could push it on. I think it's finished a little awkward.
I think the red goes past the pink to the right middle.
Oh, well, that's a plus for Ali Carter. So this red to the middle pocket to give him his first victory ever over Ronnie O'Sullivan. And there you see the red that he's faced with. It's there.
1.
He has showed some bottle in this match, Ali Carter. It looked like we were going to go all the way, and then that missed blue in the middle pocket
4.
from Ronnie was the big turning point at the end of this match. It's had everything, both players making century breaks, but it's the end of this year's World Championship for the Rocket. Well, it's hard to describe how Ali Carter will be feeling. Doesn't really matter about the next shot. He's trying to double the black. And Ronnie comes forward to
Carter,
shake
11,
his hand.
frame on the net.
It's taken an awful long time. He pats him on the tummy to say well done. And look at that. Ali Carter, after all this time, manages to beat the Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan. And that's what it means to him. And in the end, he wins 13-9. I think he's a happy bunny.
Ali Carter, 11, frame on the net. Ali Carter, 11, frame on the net.